Hey developers, welcome back. So guys, in this video we are going to learn about Laravel Sanctum. Okay, so which basically we are going to authenticate our API routes. Okay, so let me just show you in my Postman. Like we have already done a API CRUD operation using Laravel Sanctum. Okay, so the video is here guys, and this video link is provided in the description. Okay, so now guys, let's continue back. So guys, if you have not completed with your CRUD operation, so how do you find this api.php file inside your routes folder? So it's a simple step guys, just you have to enter a command like php artisan install API and hit enter. So once you install this package, your Laravel Sanctum will be installed with the files api.php, and here you will be getting the default code like this, except this products. Okay, so guys, this is all about the REST API CRUD operation, which I have already shown the tutorial here. Okay, so now guys, in this video we are going to cover about how to authenticate and protect this API routes using Laravel Sanctum. As example here you see, by default Laravel has provided a middleware with auth::sanctum. Okay, so we'll be using the same thing to protect this our REST API. So now guys, let's get started. So first step, make sure you have installed your package and then just create a simple CRUD operation or any dummy API. Okay, so now guys, let's continue. So first step guys, I'll be creating one controller to manage the login and registration and logout for the API authentication. Okay, so now guys, yep, PHP artisan make controller, where I want inside the API folder / auth controller. Okay, hit enter and your controller is created. So you can follow that in app http controller API folder. Inside that API folder we have a auth controller. Perfect. So inside this auth controller we'll be writing all the functions about login, register, logout and profile page. Okay, so now guys, let's begin with writing the API first and then creating the functions. So here above I will be creating the routes get function, and here we will add the /login comma and then your controller. So it's basically auth controller class and go to the function named login. Okay, and this auth controller, make sure you are importing your correct auth, so which is inside the API folder, then auth controller. Perfect. So now guys, let us copy and paste again for the register, and the function also will be register. And then guys, for the logout and profile, you can just let me create a middleware. So route : middleware group middleware. So here we go, and the middleware will be this, like auth of sanctum. And guys, let's copy this route and paste here. If it's not visible, let me zoom it, and here you'll mention logout, copy and paste for the logout function, copy and paste again, and here we will be getting our profile, and the method for login and register will be like post. Okay, so post of login, post of register, post of logout, and profile only will be get. So now guys, let's go to the auth controller and create the login code. Yep, let's begin. Public function, the function name login. So guys, when you're sending a login request using a post method, you'll be sending some requests, which means the input fields. So you have to get the $request, and this will be always in JSON format. I'll be sending and getting it. Okay, response, hit enter and just import this class guys. And now let's begin with validating $request of validate function, and open and close. So we will be entering only the email let's write the validation code. It is required email max of 255 and the password next. Write the validations required. It's a string minimum 8 max 255. Okay, so once the validation is done, you're checking for the user model colon where condition of first record you'll be getting it. So here you'll be checking for the email. Okay, so what is the email, guys? It's from this request of email. So give comma dollar request of email, and you need to import the user model. So let me import it. So app model user. So here is the model, guys. And now, so once you find the email, you have to check if it is matching with the password or not. Okay, not user. Okay, if he doesn't have a user, or not checking for the hash password, hash colon check function. Okay, so let's import this class first. Import class, and let me just show you. So this is the class, guys, and here in the first parameter will be request of your entered password. Okay, and then you will be getting the stored password of your user stored password. Okay, so once it's done, you can return response function JSON format array and type the message, and the message will be the provided credentials are incorrect. Okay, and just send the 401. Okay, so it is like, yeah, unauthorized. So once you have the correct details, you'll be creating the token. So dollar token equal to dollar user, which create token create token function. So to access this create token function, guys, you have to add a trait in your user model. So let's go to the user model. Let's move. So it's inside app model user.php, and here you have the trait, guys, that is has API token. So this is very important to create a REST API, okay, with authentication or without authentication. So now, guys, yep, it's there, and it will call your create token. So let's use dollar user of name and concatenate with auth hyphen token. Okay, so guys, basically you are giving the token name here. Okay, so you can just use any random string values or anything. So I am using the username and static string to create the token name. Okay, and then this token will be in a plain text token. Okay, so guys, if you want to know from where I have taken this or copied this, you can just find that in the Laravel API documentation how to create a token. So this is the syntax, guys, so I'm using that. So now, guys, let us return response in JSON format array, and here you have to return with 200, like, yeah, it is success, and the message you can show login successful, and the token also, like, your token type will be BEARER, and the token is dollar token. Okay, so this token you're sending it. That's it, guys. So our login code is ready, and now, guys, let's begin with registration, because I don't have any user. So first we have to create with register itself. So let me just continue with creating the register code. Public function, the function name register, and the return type will be our JSON response itself. So you can just copy this, paste here, and yep. So now you'll be getting the request inputs. So request of dollar request and do the validation. So guys, we can just copy from above, like to save the time, copy and paste. And here one more field will be adding, that is the username. So it is going to be a string value. And guys, also here in this, just add a unique unique from users table, comma, email column. Okay, now done. And now guys, let's continue with registration. So dollar user equal to your user model colon colon create function and array. So here you will get the name of dollar request of name. Copy and paste 3 times, and this will be your email. And for the password, okay. And in this password we have to hash it. So what we'll do, we'll control X, use a hash colon colon make function and paste that your entered password. So it will hash it. So guys, once the user is created, let's check in a condition dollar user else. If everything goes good, then you have to create the token. So you can just copy that code like this, copy from your login function and paste inside your register success code. Okay, if condition. So inside this if, you are creating a same method of token and passing that, and here registration successful. And also guys, here you can make 201 because it has created the record. So you can mention that it is created. And let's paste inside the else condition. You can remove this and tell something went wrong while registration. And now guys, let us change this response status to 500. Okay, so now guys, we have completed the registration code. And now guys, let us test this login and registration. So before that, I just want to show my database, the user table. So let's move on your database, and here we are guys on this user table. You see we don't have any one record also, and also in this personal access token table we do not have any tokens. Okay, so now guys, let's move back to user table and get started with the registration. So guys, let's open a software called Postman and test the API with this help of Postman. Okay, so let me just send a simple request here. So here guys, this is the API for getting all the products. So here it is listed and this code is working here. In this api.php, we have the route of resource of products REST API. Okay, so now guys, let me just add a middleware here. So we have already connected a middleware. Now I just want to push this inside your route. Okay, so now it's inside the route of middleware guys. And now let us try to access this products. So get back and let's send a request. So here it is telling message unauthenticated. Okay, so that means it is not allowed, which means it is asking for your login details. So for that guys, you have to go inside authorization and select with the bearer token and enter your token here. Okay, so we don't have any token right now. So guys, to get the token, you have to either register for the first time and log in a number of time to get the token. So let me just open a new tab and get started with the registration. So let me just paste any of the API here and modify as API register. Basically, this API is a prefix by default given by Laravel and then your API. So here is a register guys. You'll just copy this, get back to the Postman, paste here. And this is a post request. So you have to select the method post. And now guys, you are going to submit a form body. So go to this body. So before that, go to your headers and add accept application slash JSON. Okay, and now you can shift to body and then you can select either form data or raw data anyhow. So if you are selecting a raw data, please change this format to JSON. and open and close curly brace and start giving the input fields. Okay, so what are the input fields? We have already coded in this register function, which is name, email and password. So these three inputs we have to give. So let's give the name colon, again inside double quotes mention your user details. So I will give here Ved, and let's copy and paste. So this is going to be the email ved@gmail.com, password colon, and here I will not providing the password, so we'll be testing the validation part also. Okay, so this validation. Yep, now let's get back and let's send the request. Okay, so here you see guys, the password field is required in the message, and if you don't type the name also, let me just see here. Okay, so here it's mentioned like name and password field is required. So now guys, let us provide the details and I will give the correct password. I mean, give a password. And now once you click on send request, so here registration successful, token type bearer, and this will be your token. Okay, so we can just copy this, and now let's get back, and here I am calling the products. Let's send the request. It is saying unauthorized, so you have to go in the authorization, select with the bearer token and provide your token here. And now let's try to send the request of get for the products. So here you see you have got the details. Perfect. So guys, if you want to try this getting the user profile also, you can just move inside, and here like you have created your custom code to get the profile. Let's get back, paste it, and if I just send the profile, and you see what happens, it says index page. So you can just move to this headers, accept application /json, and now let's send the request. So it says that unauthorized, okay, 401. So now what we have to do, we have to give the bearer token. So let's give the token. What was the token? Let me copy it. So now we have got this token, and you paste it. Okay, it was already pasted. So now let's send the request. You can see it is telling call to undefined method, that is profile. It is a error guys. Copy this function name and go inside your auth controller, and here you have to create a function named profile. Let's create it soon. Profile function, open and close, and guys you have to get the request. So request $request, and now guys with this help of request you will be checking in a if condition the user is authenticated or not. And now guys inside this if condition with request of user function, so if he is available then show the data, else not required. So for the else condition I'll be just copying this and pasting here and mention the message as not authenticated, and this will be 401 unauthorized. If he is authenticated, then what you have to do, you have to show the message like uh, profile fetched and send the data of what, the logged in user. So you can just copy this, paste here, I mean $request of user, and here the status will be 200. Okay, perfect. So now guys it's a very simple code. Now let's get back and let's try again, send. So here you see you have got the data like profile fetched, and this will be your user detail. Okay, so now guys if you try to remove the token, send the request, it will say unauthorized. Perfect. So now guys let's write the code for the logout also. So get back and go to your api.php, and here you see you have a logout code. Let me zoom it, and you have to create a function inside your auth controller, so which you have not created. Now let's go and create a function like public function, the function name logout, open and close curly brace, and now guys you have to get the request. So request of dollar request. So now guys, let's create one variable user. Use the user model colon colon where condition with first function here. So first record you'll be checking where condition, and inside this you'll be using the authenticated user ID. So basically we are checking the ID column. You can check either ID or email or anything which is matching with the user record. So here I am checking with the user ID authenticated of user ID. Okay, so now guys, if user data is available, then you are coming in and telling that the user model get all the tokens and delete it. Okay, so it will delete all the related tokens with the authenticated user ID. So once deleted, you can send a message. Let me just copy and paste here, and the message will be logged out successfully. Okay, and you can remove this data, and in the else condition you can mention like no user found. So let me just copy this and paste here, and first change the status like 404 and not found. Okay, or mention user not found. And now let's get back to your Postman, and now let's try with the logout part. Let me copy this API and paste here and change the API to log out, and this is using a post method. So change this to post method. Let me confirm it once. Go to your api.php and logout route. So here it is using a post method. Okay, so now guys, get back, and to log out you have to give the bearer token. Okay, so let me just copy this bearer token. Let's copy, get back to the logout API and go in the authorization. So before authorization, I want to give the header accept application slash JSON, and now go to authorization bearer token and provide the token guys. Okay, so which is already available, and now let's send the request. So send it, and you see logged out successfully. So guys, I don't know whether it is logged out or not. So you can send the request again here, which will say unauthorized. Okay, that means this token is invalid now. So to confirm that, you can do one more step verification of in your database. So let's open the personal access token. So here you see you have no records in your tokens table. Perfect. So now guys, get back and let's try to log in with the same user records. So copy it and let's open a new tab, paste and change this API to login. And now change this method to post header accept application slash JSON. And now go to your body and select with the raw data, change the method to JSON, open and close curly brace, and what details you have to provide, you have to provide your email ID and password. So you can just check out in this login function, and here you see we are validating email and password. Okay, so now guys, let's get back. First email colon, which is going to be ved@gmail.com, and the password 123456789. Okay, so I'm giving a wrong password right now. So first we'll check with the validation. Let me control X and send the request. So here you see the password field is required, and now let us give a wrong password. So now send the request, and here you see uh, the provided credentials are incorrect. So let us provide the correct credentials like 128. Okay, and now let's try to send the request. So here you see login successful, the token type is bearer, and here is your token guys. Perfect. So now you can copy this and get back to your products API, and let's try to access this product. So here you see it is telling unauthorized because this token is older one, it is invalid. Now let's remove that, paste the new token and send the request. So here you see you have got the data. Perfect. So guys, let me just also explain you with this API which is provided by the Laravel. So here the Laravel is provided with the user. You can just copy that and utilize it. So get back to your profile. So here is my profile route. Instead of profile, I'll just paste the user. And now let's send it. So it is telling unauthorized because this token is not valid. So let me copy the valid token, or you can copy from here your login code. So what you have just now logged in. Let's copy this and get back to your profile and change the token. Now send the request. So here you see you have got the authenticated user data. Perfect. So guys, we have seen how to protect the Laravel APIs using the Laravel Sanctum, okay, with the help of middleware, which is Auth Sanctum. And coming to this middleware, guys, if you want to use different kind of middlewares, like is the logged in user admin or not, you can just give comma and add on like is admin middleware. Okay, so you can create a middleware and utilize in your API routes for the protection. Okay, so guys, in this video that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like and share.